Students, we shall now begin with the poem No Men Are Foreign. Here in the poem, the poet wants to convey the message that all men are same, all men are equal. He wants to promote the idea of universal brotherhood. Let's see what is there in the poem. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. In this stanza, the poet says that no men are strange, no country is foreign. He is trying to remove the borders from the earth which have been made up to separate different countries. Then only no country will be foreign. He says, beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Will feel that every country is our own land if there are no borders. The poet wants to say that this entire earth is one. All the people who live on this earth belong to one human race. He says, like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. The poet says that inside the uniforms worn by soldiers of different countries, the human being is the same. God has made all of us in a similar way. All breathe in the same way. He says all the soldiers are our brothers. We all walk upon the same Mother Earth, and upon our death, we shall all lie in the same grave, that is, underneath the earth. In the second stanza, the poet says, they too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read, a labor not different from our own. They here refers to the people who belong to other countries. We call them foreigners and we differentiate and we fight with them. The poet here says that nature has given all the bounties to all people, also just like he has given to us. Everyone gets sunlight, air and water in equal measure. God has not differentiated among anyone. We all do farming during the time of peace when there is no war. We live a relaxed life, eat the things given to us by nature. And then he adds that the way we starve during wars and winter time is the same for those who belong to the other countries. Even they don't get food at that time. And he also wants to say that foreigners who belong to another country and we are both same. He says even their hands are same as ours. They work very hard like we do. The same labor is done by both. He's giving all these examples to convey that there is no difference in us and in the people belonging to the other country. The poet then says, remember, they have eyes like ours that wake, or sleep and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. He asks everyone to remember something. He says that we should keep in mind that people of other country, whom we think that they are our enemies, whom we think are different from others, are same like us. We have the same appearances, we have the same eyes, we awake and close them when we sleep. God has given us equal strength. He says that in every country, in every land, there is one common thing, that is life. Life means all the things that are living. And if we can recognize them and we can understand their feelings and realize that they are like us, then there will be no fights or wars between us. In the next stanza, the poet says, let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall disposes. Disposes means deprive, betray, condemn. Condemn means hate. Remember, we who take arms against each other. The poet says that we should remember, if we are told to hate anyone, we are hating our brothers. We shall do bad to ourselves. We'll cheat ourselves. We'll hate ourselves. He says that we should stay away from such negativity. We should not consider anyone to be our enemy. And That is why the poet says that war is not in our favor. He says that whenever we pick any weapon against someone, we should remember one thing, that it is against us. In the last stanza, again the poet says, it is the human earth that we defile, that we pollute. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country strange. We should keep in mind that whenever we pick weapons against any person, we make the earth dirty, because weapons kill people and their bodies fall on earth, making it dirty. We shed their blood. These dead bodies make the earth impure. The fire of war which is there, the smoke which comes out, are all dust. With all these things, the poet wants to give us a message that we should not indulge in war. Finally, he ends the poem by writing the first line in reverse and saying that, remember, no men are foreign, no countries strange. Remember, there are certain literary devices used in the poem. There is alliteration, in which stanza 1 we have body, breathes. Stanza 2 we have wars, winter, the sound of war. We have metaphor in stanza 1. Uniform refers to the military of different countries. Stanza 2, war's time is compared to the winter season. Metaphor is there. Right? Repetition is there. It is used in the entire poem. The word remember is repeated 5 times. We have enjambment, running lines of poetry from one line to the next without any punctuation mark. In stanza 1, line number 2, 3 and 4. Stanza 2, line number 3 and 3. Stanza 3, line number 1, 2 and 3. Stanza 4, line number 1 and 2. And stanza 5, line number 2 and 3. Hope you have understood the poem well.